Scenes, yeah.
Replay.
And it's gorgeous.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Team Powerhouse Show, live with you every Tuesday night with Miss Danielle Borges, a newest agent on Team Powerhouse. We're so glad to have you, and thank you so much for being here. Eric Vasquez on the far right, David on the far left. We appreciate you. Oh, I like that. That was pretty cool.
Mahalo.
Mahalo. Danielle, mahalo. Mahalo.
I got my Vans on today, so I'm feeling surferish.
Surferish. Danielle is one of our newest recruits, been with us for a few months now. And I told Danielle that when she joined our team, that we were going to put on a podcast. And you were like, not sure if you wanted to do it.
Not sure I wanted to do it? No, she said no.
She said no.
It was months away, and I put it in my phone and said, this is never going to happen.
And then what happened?
And she couldn't come up with an excuse to get out of
Then
it.
last week, you gently reminded me, hey, here we are on Tuesday.
We are having you, and you're like, you put the hand on the head. The hand on the head. Danielle is an amazing woman. You get to know her, get to meet her, get to be part of her life, and for her to be part of yours, more importantly. If you're looking to buy or sell a house, this is an amazing woman that has so much to share with you. Let's talk about Danielle. Danielle, first of all, I love your name. It's one of my favorite names for a girl and for a boy. My son being Daniel, and I always told my wife if we had a girl and it wasn't a boy, it would be Danielle. Great name.
Yet you didn't use it.
Because we had Daniel already. If I had Danielle and Daniel, even I would have been confused in the process.
I actually have my youngest brother's name is Daniel.
Is that right?
It is, yeah.
So is it one of those?
See, it works, Dave. You missed an opportunity.
How far apart are you guys in age?
6 or 7 years.
So it was tough when you heard Daniel. And you're like, oh my God, which one is it?
So I had an older aunt who used to call us Danny Girl and Danny Boy.
That makes sense.
It worked.
That
She still does it to this day.
well, then maybe we'll just change Drew's name to Daniel. Danielle.
This time.
Just time.
Legally, you can make it anything you want. Yeah.
Is
She
there
might not answer.
Yeah, she might not answer at all.
She may not like it.
She may not like it at all. Very good point. All right, so Danielle, tell everybody where you're from.
I grew up in Newtown, and I've been in Southbury since 1995, so that end of the state predominantly.
Okay. Now, in this real estate business, there's so many things that happen when you're in the real estate business. You typically start off with your home turf,
Mm-hmm.
right? And then things kind of develop from there. But let's go into your schooling. Where'd you go to school?
I graduated from Newtown High School.
Great school, by the way.
It was, yeah, it was good. And then I went to a 2-year school. I graduated early from high school, so
Really?
yeah, it was
Oh,
just
she's smart.
We knew that when we met her, but we weren't sure how smart till now. Wow.
yeah. So at
6 months early or 3
6
years?
months, 6 months early. So
Okay.
I started
Good.
college.
Not that smart.
Yeah, early enough to go to college at like
17?
17. Yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
So I did a 2-year school. It was Mattatuck at the time. It was a community college, just to kind of see where I wanted to go. And then I pursued a degree at Western in
Western Connecticut?
Western Connecticut State
Nice.
University. Yeah.
And what was your major there?
So my major was personnel administration, and I got a minor in justice and law administration because I became interested in more of the like law enforcement or law area.
So after graduating college, you got involved. Where would you do for work? Kind of like
So I started working with the state directly after college.
great place to be, by the way.
Yeah.
Great job, right?
That was your first job, or?
No, it was my second when I was in working, going through
College.
like later high school and then college. I worked as a customer service tech at Stop and Shop.
So the people skills right away off the rip.
Right.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
And you mentioned you had, I'm sorry, I interrupted, siblings. How many siblings do you
I have
have?
2 brothers,
2 older, younger?
younger,
Younger brothers?
So you got to beat them up as opposed to the other way around.
until they got bigger than me.
Until they got bigger. Yeah.
Well, I was going to say the people skills and communication and conversations, when you're a sibling and you have people that are in your life as a regular basis to communicate with. A lot of times kids who are, let's say, an only child, they have less communication skills going into, developmental periods in their lives, whether it's learning the languages and things that are happening in life. So communication skills happen in the family already, which is very important. And then you got a job, you said it's not a job, which helps you in the public eye. What were you doing there? I'm just curious, like bagging?
I started as a cashier and then I worked my way into customer service. And I worked in the back office and I did audits and stuff.
Customer
Oh,
service
wow.
is at the where we can like cash checks and
Yes.
and get
Yeah.
lottery scratch-offs and
Yeah,
stuff like
back
that?
then, yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
And rain checks?
Rain checks.
Yes. Rain checks and.
I haven't thought about
rain
those
checks.
in years.
Rain checks, yeah.
Yeah, but then I started doing cash audits, so I would kind of go from store to store as a part-timer.
Cash audits.
Yeah,
That's pretty
it
impressive.
was fun. Yeah.
And you were how old?
I was a prodigy. No,
Yeah,
it
she-
was
she's a math
right
prodigy.
before, I did that through college, so, I started as a cashier when I was in high school, and then I did that into college, until I got my full-time job, which was with the state.
Pretty cool stuff. By the way, everybody out there, if you have any questions for Danielle, Fanny's in the background looking at you on Facebook and Instagram. Again, she's an amazing woman, so don't hesitate to reach out. You know a lot of realtors out there in this business. A lot of people know who you are. You are a person who's been well respected by the community. A lot of people loved you when they heard you were doing the team. Like, oh my God, she's a great person. And that was a super compliment to you before even coming and sitting down and
Thanks, guys.
being part of this team here. One of our biggest admirers would have been like Jimmy Bolger, who spoke very highly of you, and a bunch of other realtors out there in the community. So that's a big compliment. I mean, right?
Considering the source, yes. Yes, a
Jimmy
lot of
Bolger.
respect for Jimmy Bolger.
Absolutely.
He and I worked together for many years.
Many years, yeah. So you went to college, you majored in like,
Personnel administration,
which give you a lot of abilities to, again, learn to communicate with people,
right.
right? You work for the state of Connecticut, again, large communication conversations, that kind of stuff. You have to learn how to be a part of the community and talking and listening and being actively projecting information and things that happen.
Mm-hmm.
So I have a question, so if public speaking was part of that, right?
It could be, yeah.
Okay, so what's on Rivers on the project?
Well, because it wasn't my forte.
Oh, okay, so you studied it, you just weren't good at it.
That's correct.
Okay, I'm like,
Just for
yeah.
the record, Danielle is very good at conversations and people and outgoing.
One-on-one.
She's just like, yeah, absolutely. And you look so great, Danielle. You should be very confident about the people out there, the buyers and sellers out there who want to get to know you. It's important for them to know that you're a rock solid person, and you're very educated. In a very small period of time, you've learned a lot. You know, I mean, a lot of things have been happening. But let's talk about what made you join Team Powerhouse. How did that happen?
So
It's important for you all to listen to this one here. Sorry, go ahead.
when I finished my career, it was like right around the pandemic, and so everything was shut down. So I took a break.
Yes.
I worked for 25 years, and there wasn't much we could do, right? Because everything was shut down. But then as time kind of ticked, I said I really wanted to kind of recreate myself and take a different approach to working with people. So I thought realtor would be a really cool, exciting type of recreation. And so a friend of mine, Shannon.
Shannon St.
Shannon.
Germain.
We know Shannon. don't
We know Shannon St. Germain.
Oh, it was that Shannon?
That's Shannon.
Shannon.
Oh.
I reached out to her
I didn't
because
put two and two together.
we were friends.
Oh, I didn't graduate high school early. so-
And we sat and we talked, and she had amazing things to say about Jen downstairs, and amazing
Very
things to
true.
say about this team and you and Eric and all of the other team members. And
Especially Eric, I'm sure.
No.
she really motivated me. She loves what she does.
And it's important you just mentioned Jen, our fearless leader, Jennifer
Absolutely.
Caldwell.
Yeah.
She is an amazing woman, right? So
Glue.
the glue.
She's the glue.
The glue to the glue.
She was great. I met her, and she just, I just clicked with her, and I just thought this lady she's
Good people.
legit. Yeah.
Legit.
Yeah.
So Shannon introduces you to the idea of going to real estate.
I kind of was already toying with it,
Yes.
and then I reached out to her knowing that she was involved here at Coldwell Banker Team Powerhouse, and so we met, and we talked about it, and
Now-
decided.
What exactly, I mean, she mentioned about her experience of being with the team, and I'm putting you on the spot over here, so don't feel uncomfortable. But like Shannon was talking, hey, listen, I work with a team, right? I'm not just, she was actually on her own first.
That's right.
And
Yeah.
when Shannon was on her own, she was also very strong, 'cause she's a smart girl. She's a smart girl, hustler. But she had some challenges, and Jen recommended her coming to the team, where she's been flourishing, killing it.
Right.
A great woman, Shannon St. Germain. And then she told you about our team and how her experience has been pretty amazing.
Right, so, you know, she did explain that when she originally started, she was on her own. She kind of, I don't wanna use the word stumbled, but she kind of navigated herself through the process, and that's where the team concept came in, and she really said, you know, this team's great, they support you, they work with you, everybody has their strengths, so you know who to call upon if you have a certain question, you're not expected to know everything, we've got this bunch of people who just bring a lot of things to the
Yeah,
table.
you almost brought Dave to tears earlier when you were talking about how Gene came into the office last week and helped you out.
Yeah.
This team is
4
so-
hours.
This team is very dynamic. There are so many great people in this team that you've got to know.
That's true.
And, you know, each person has their own piece of the puzzle, if you will. As a whole team, we are one big puzzle. And each person has different pieces, the layers in it, that not only socially, personally, mentally, physically, you know, and being a part of your life in this group, in this setting, that you know you can pick the phone up and call certain people for certain things that you can call anybody for. But so this last experience you had, so what happened was this past week, and we're gonna get into this right now, is Danielle had some questions about making an offer. Tell her what happened.
It was the computer end of making the offer. It was just, I sat down and I opened up the application and I was like, I've seen this before, I'm just not quite sure how to navigate, and wanted to do it right. I didn't want to make any mistakes, so I reached out to Gene.
Gene Max, by the way, he's a
Gene Max.
great guy. He's a funny guy. You see a lot of funny things he does on social media.
Great smile.
Great, the best smile
Always
ever.
smiling.
Yeah, always
Yeah.
smile.
Always smiling for sure. And so you got together on
He
Saturday?
says, you know, it's funny you should reach out. He said, I just got to the office. And Jen said to me, great things happen when you come to the office, Gene. Just remember that. He goes, and look it, I'm able to help you today.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, so I came here and it was, I don't know, 3.5 or 4 hours. He sat and he went through the paperwork, the
You gotta sit a little louder. I want to make sure everybody's hearing what you're saying. You sat for how long, Gene?
3.5, 4.5 hours. It was a long, long Saturday. And he just made sure he went through every step, explained it, re-explained it, and then revisited it when I brought it back full circle. So he was patient, he was kind, and he was thorough. Yeah.
You know who mentored Gene? None other than the infamous Mr. Eric Vasquez.
Yep.
You know, it's one of those things that, like, when your education comes from a level of domino, because you're going to be doing the same thing with other agents on our team, as you know, because people are here for you as a whole. This business has so many things involved. There's the inspections and offers and communication and relationships.
And showings and paperwork.
And some
Computer stuff.
computers, a lot of computers.
Yeah.
People
Nobody
don't-
calls Dave on any computer.
Yeah.
Which I didn't, and I wasn't afraid to tell you.
No,
Because
absolutely.
it wasn't, yeah.
Listen, when it comes to certain dynamics of Dave,
Yeah.
Dave is good on the conversation, the negotiation,
Mhm.
the approach, the relationship with people. Computer skills, Eric #1. Technology, Eric #1. And then from there, we have the other two people on the team that have all the different skills. As a group, we are stronger together. If you're looking for being a part of something special, as Danielle was, this is where it's at, and this is why.
That's right.
So going back to you and Gene again, I'm so proud. When I heard this, I was like, get all verklempt, Eric.
Yeah.
I got a little verklempt. I got a little jammed up. I was like so proud because like this is exactly what this team's all about. It's about being there for each other
Right.
and making sure that you always feel like you have somebody here for you. No matter what, you can pick the phone up and call Eric, call me. You can call Gene. You can call Shen. You can call anyone in this team, and they'll know they'll be there for you.
Right.
And that's everything in this business. Because this business is very, very complex. There's a lot going on all the time.
And solo agents don't have that really. I mean, they
That's
can try and reach out to the manager and, you know, but
Very common, managers are also working as realtors, which are part of your competition. And if you have a realtor who's their manager, it becomes very challenging because they're ultra busy doing their own business. As opposed to Jen, who's not, is a part of our office. Again, major kudos to Jen. But let's talk more about you. So
As a result, we will resume our training sessions.
absolutely.
Yeah.
We have another agent we'll talk about later on. She's a new recruit. We haven't exposed her yet to you guys, and
I'm
we'll make
sure
a
she
full
can't
announcement.
wait.
I mean, she's a sweetheart. She's
You're
very
being
nice.
sarcastic.
Well,
Okay.
you know what, Danielle, you got to meet her a little bit now and to know her.
I did, she's
And
great.
She's right.
Yeah,
She'd be a lot of
super
fun.
sweet, yeah,
But let's go back into you again for a second. So, not for a second, but for more about this.
okay.
This is about Danielle today. So, in your experience for the last couple of months, right? What kind of experience have you had with the team? What have you gone on? What have you done? Tell us some more of the things you've had.
I've been all over the place. I've been all over Connecticut.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm with you. We've done a lot of
Listing
listing appointments. We've done home inspections.
Let's talk about listing appointments. Right?
Yeah.
Now, you had not been on a listing appointment before, right?
That's correct.
And when going on a listing appointment with Eric, myself, or anyone else in the team, each of us have our own little kind of shtick, how we do things, right? And you as a realtor on our team get to have the ability to watch each person's personality type, actions, and to kind of develop your own from that. And Eric being so super knowledgeable in real estate, in homes, when you walk through, I'll just give an example, inspections. Have you been in an inspection with Eric before?
No.
Not yet.
We did an open house.
We did an
together.
open house.
So we
She
went
was-
to,
she
yeah.
She was at
Open
the
house,
open house,
right.
yeah.
So, and before you went to the open house, what did Eric do with you before the open house started?
Well, we reviewed the information, he brought me through the specifics of the property and the house.
That's,
Showed me these windows are so special because of,
Mhm.
what qualities they had. Like he really picked it apart for me.
Eric's knowledge in homes, right, over the last 10 years, with looking at homes, inspections, he's become an expert. The word expert I'll use loosely when we come to real estate because the fact that we're always learning
Right.
as agents. But the knowledge he and I and the team have picked up through inspections helps you become that much higher level than any other realtor out there.
I agree 100%.
Absolutely increases your value when you can go through a house in 30 minutes with somebody, okay? And show them what you can show them in 30 minutes.
Right.
It's, because, not a criticism to some of the agents out there, but, opening the door and having you walk around is just not cutting it. you know?
No, yeah. And there's questions out there, and I want to be able to answer them. And through working with the team, I'm very qualified, and I've got those tools in my toolbox now.
So listing appointments, how to talk with sellers about selling their home, getting it ready for sale, inspections, understanding the homes, what's involved in a home, the dynamics of a home, from a roof to windows to mechanicals. All these things that we need to know as agents to be the best agent out there for you buyers and sellers, to help protect you and help you win offers, right?
And I think one of the very interesting things that we stand apart, Caldwell Banker itself, is real vitalize.
Yes.
And I've watched you kind of deal with that, and it's very interesting to me.
It's a great point you make, Danielle. I love that you said that. The Real Vitalize program that we as a team work with and use is how to get sellers the most money for their home
Right.
by getting them to be their own flipper. And at the end of the day, they become their own flipper because using the equity in their house to help make their home look prettier, nicer, and better, which makes buyers more happy and gets them more money for their home. Very good point.
And I really love watching you turn into a decorator. It's just great. You're talking about tiles and faucets and paint colors.
Do you know what's funny?
It's fantastic.
My wife didn't know anything about this until now, thank you very much. I became a decorator in about 3 seconds, no. But what happens is because, in your own home, you may have different, like, what you need to do. So my wife goes, you're giving all these people the suggestions of what they should do in their homes, but how come you're not doing it in your house, right? But, and I apologize for that. Slowly we're doing things, as they say.
Right.
But when it comes to your homes, it's Real Vitalized program, because what happens is, if you own a home now and you're not selling your house, you can't just pull money out of thin air and fix the house up. But the Real Vitalized program allows you equity in your home to fix it up to sell the house, making it worth more money, make it much prettier, and making sure that every buyer wants to buy your house. Good point. So you have the inspection point, you have the listing appointments,
Open houses,
open houses, which is a tremendous, listen,
paperwork, thanks to Jean.
Paperwork.
and Eric, I'm sure, and
Yes,
Shannon, of course.
Yes.
I mean,
And Jen's been she's been providing us with a lot of time on her end as well.
And you have a class at 5:30, don't you?
So soon,
What's that one on?
yeah, writing contracts.
Writing contracts.
Yeah.
Well,
So-
it's a little late, but okay.
Coldwell Banker has such a depth and levels of depth of what you're going to learn as a realtor to be professional. How to be a better Danielle, how to be a better David, how to be a better Eric.
Training and education, it's hugely important.
It
We are
really is.
we never stop learning. We just literally have, what we'll tell you, and Eric will mention, and Danielle mentioned to you, of course, today, is that this is a business that never stops evolving with new technology and new things we learn about homes that I've never seen before. And it's an amazing business to be involved in.
So, but this episode's about Danielle though.
Danielle.
So, Coldwell Banker is awesome and Team Powerhouse is more awesome. So about Danielle.
Yes, Danielle.
Downtime, what do you do?
So I teach yoga.
Do you have any downtime when you're not with Jean at the office for 4
Yeah.
hours doing paperwork? What's
So real estate,
Danielle doing?
So I was looking to reinvent myself and kind of fill some vacant time, and it's really done that twofold for me. And I enjoy it. It's fast paced. You never know what your day is looking like because.
Hold on, you're diverting the issues. Eric wants to know what you do for hobbies and what you do for
Yeah.
fun.
So when
downtime.
he asked if I had downtime left, and the answer is no, I do, and I teach yoga.
Teach yoga.
I do. I teach
Okay.
hot power yoga. Right?
Hot
Ooh.
power
Hot
yoga.
Power yoga.
I think we should do Team
I
Power.
don't know what's
Power yoga.
Power
Sounds
yoga.
painful already.
Is that like is it a sauna or something like that?
So it's in a heated room. We heat the room. It's at Manipur Power Yoga in Brookfield. The room's heated to 98 degrees.
Oh wow,
And,
28
sweaty.
degrees. Wasn't that a boy band in the 80s or something? like that? Wasn't it?
90 degrees was 8 though, boy band. You're right. You're absolutely right. All right, so 90 degrees. You're in your tidy whities. What do we wear?
No, you just wear your workout clothes.
Okay.
Yeah, and you're on your mat and.
A wet mat.
Well, there's
If it's 98.
there's sweat towels that go on your mat to help you
Okay.
from slipping,
Okay.
and then there's towels to splash your head. But none of that matters because it's just a really great experience. It helps limber up your body, detoxify your body through sweat.
I could definitely use a detox.
Yeah, and it's great because you're getting a workout too.
Well, your detox is the elliptical.
It is the elliptical, but
Because he
not.
sweats like a bunny.
But it's good to change things up. It's good to cross.
I've seen him.
train.
I've
Yeah.
seen him. He gets off of that thing. And I'm like, don't you come near me, dude.
Oh my god, I'm getting a little hot flash over here. All right, so you do the yoga. What else do you do in your hobbies?
So I like to be outside.
Thriller.
Yeah.
You're a thrill seeker.
So I do skydive.
Skydiving.
So you jump out of a perfectly operational aircraft.
But they say that not every aircraft is perfectly operational.
Oh, that's good to know.
Yeah.
Okay, have
Don't
any of
tell
the
my wife
aircraft
that.
that you jumped out of crashed?
I actually was in a
Jesus.
plane mishap, but everything worked out fine.
But it landed.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so see, you jumped out of a perfectly operational aircraft.
Well,
I don't see the justification
But
for
we
that.
didn't leave the plane. That was the problem.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So sometimes it's better to jump.
Sometimes it's better to jump.
Get out of Dodge.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, as soon as that, I'm like, later, dude.
You're like,
No,
Oh,
it's
my
a
goodness.
great hobby. It's a great group of people, much like our team.
yes.
There's a camaraderie to the sport because you're doing extreme things. It brings you closer
How
together.
many jumps do you have?
Almost 500.
Wow.
Almost 500
Jumps?
jumps?
Skydives, yeah.
What do you do, like 20 a year?
Oh, jeez, my God. 500 jumps. Even things eyes opened up. I was like, wow, that's
That's a
crazy.
lot of
It's
jumps.
really not a lot in the sport. It's really not a lot.
But-
No.
oh,
It sure sounds like a lot.
I know, it sounds like a lot. What's a lot if not 500? Hold on.
Thousands. There's people who have like tens of thousands of jumps.
But how, is that like in a 5-year period, a 3-period? Like
I
10-year
started
period?
skydiving in 2016. It was
So
always
it's
on
only
my-
8 years.
I know, it's still a
on my
lot of
bucket
jumps.
That's
Holy crap.
that's something I do once.
I know.
And if I survive, I'm grateful.
Oh my God.
It's addictive. The amount of adrenaline is just it's one of those things that you just don't
So
want to stop
you,
doing.
Shannon, and Gina are adrenaline junkies. So if you're looking to join a team with adrenaline junkies,
You know what's an adrenaline rush? When the agent calls you and tells you you got the deal. That's an adrenaline
Agreed.
rush right there.
facts.
Agreed.
I like
Yeah.
that adrenaline rush better. I'm not sure about You know, it's like, I'm
It's
scared
a
of
lot
heights.
safer.
I know.
Well, there's indoor skydiving too, which I enjoy, and that's,
Indoor
that's
skydiving.
in a tunnel.
It's a,
wind tunnel.
it's a wind thing that pushes you up.
Yeah, so you can skydive.
So you get the sensation of falling without actually,
Really?
yeah.
Yeah, so
Have you seen
that's,
they throw up doing that?
I've never.
If you take Dave, you will.
Yeah, I
I've
know.
never- My mom has done it and loves it.
Really?
Yeah, it's a great
Well, the
thing.
apple doesn't fall far from the tree.
No,
Big
there's-
shout out to mom. What's your mom's name, by the way?
Debbie.
Debbie! Thank you so
Debbie.
much for making this amazing woman so amazing as she is.
She's cool.
We're at
Absolutely.
5:30. She's got a class to get to.
All right, Danielle,
We got a follow-up. We'll do a follow-up.
100%. All right, everybody out there, Danielle Borges.
Gorgeous. Any videos of the jumps or no?
I do have video.
You have videos?
Mhm.
Next time?
Yeah,
Put 'em
next
up
time
on
we're gonna have,
Instagram.
we're starting, yeah, Danielle
Yeah.
Borges, the jumping.
Yeah, Dave's
Machine.
just,
Yeah.
I don't know that they would be jumping
Come
anywhere.
on, you
I
can
You
do
think-
would go with a tandem instructor who's fully qualified to take you through the air.
well, doesn't your first one have to be a tandem?
Unless you're going through jump school.
Okay.
Okay, first of all,
That would be.
if I'm jumping out of a plane, there's probably gonna be some kind of, it's like someone's on the other side behind, next to me.
Correct.
But you're strapped to
Shooting-
somebody on a tandem.
If someone's got a gun in front of them or a knife,
No.
forcing me to jump.
No. You
I
wouldn't
would
need
be
that.
so scared, I would cry
You would be so excited.
once I landed. I would be crying before that.
Kissing the ground.
I would just be praying.
Never again, never again, never again.
I'd probably be so proud of myself if I did
You
it. though.
would be. It's amazing.
You know, I bet you the first, how long does it take to land from the top to the bottom? I'm just curious if that's a fair question, ballpark.
What was the highest you've jumped from?
There's different heights.
Yeah, so if you go above 14,000 feet, you need oxygen in the plane by the FAA standard. So
Yeah, high
I
altitude.
haven't done a high altitude jump, so probably 14,000 is my highest.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's a, what, 2-minute free fall, something like that?
So no. So free fall, you open at a certain altitude. So free fall typically is about, depending on if you're doing formation skydiving, it could be longer, but it's typically about 60 seconds.
60 seconds.
60 seconds
and then
at the
you
ground?
have no, and then you have all that time on your canopy to kind of enjoy your flight.
So 60 seconds
60
straight.
seconds of falling.
Just
I don't
free
know.
fall.
I don't think I can handle 60. I would
And
probably.
then you
die.
get to a particular altitude.
45, it could be
and you pull a
45.
year.
What if at 60
Before you
seconds I die? Like,
No.
can you pass out on the way down?
You can.
There is definitely people that.
You can,
have passed
you
out.
can totally pass
I
out.
would be the guy who passed out in the first
And
60
then wake
seconds.
up. You
And then
wake
wake
up,
up.
you're like, oh.
But
Yeah, I've seen videos, you know, the guys on the roller coaster who pass out, then they wake up like, ah.
And then pass out.
That's big on a free fall.
60 seconds, I pass out. I wake up, I realize what's going on. Boom, I pass out again.
That video would make you a lot of money.
Yeah, but we'd only see it once.
That's a fact also. Oh my gosh, Danielle, you're awesome. Eric and I love you, and our team loves you, and we appreciate you being on our show tonight, the Team Powerhouse show, live with Danielle Borges. If you're looking to get in touch with Danielle, hopefully they have your number in the screen. Tell her your number, please, your cell number.
It's 203-217-0810.
203 217 0810. Make sure to write that number down. Get in touch with Danielle. Call her, text her. She's amazing. She's funny. She's smart. And she's a great person to work with.
Thank you.
You're gonna have an amazing experience, our pleasure.
Oh,
Yes.
what a closing present that would be, huh?
A jump?
A jump?
That
Yeah.
I don't know about. Yeah. No. All right. Anyway, we'll get to the next part of our show where we're gonna free tumbler, Danielle.
Oh, really?
Yes, we do.
What
And
color?
it's gonna be whatever color. Well, black or pink, probably.
Whatever we have in stock.
Yeah, black or pink probably. We are working on getting more tumblers, by the way. We have to. If you're out there and you make tumblers and you want to be somebody who wants our business, please reach out to us. Love to be a part of
When
your
you say
lives.
us, reach out to you.
Reach out to me. Let me know that you make a tumbler and you want to make tumblers and you would like to get in touch with me, please. 203-671-7062. But if you want to buy or sell a house, now we can-
203-707-9077.
call Eric as well. Yeah. Well, I'll put our numbers out there, of course.
Because we
Or
work
the rest
together
of-
as a team.
Sure.
That's right.
Or
Yeah.
the rest of our
Except
team
when
out
it comes
there.
to buying or selling houses, that's when you call
A
it.
big thank you to Jean Max Sana, Shannon St. Germain for bringing you here today. A big shout out to the rest of our H&R team. I cannot mention our newest agent yet. We're going to bring her on the show. We're going to make an announcement. It starts with a J. That's all I'm going to say.
That's right.
That's your
I'm
rhymes.
gonna go see her now.
Right? And we're also gonna talk about, we have Valentine, we have Jean, we have Shannon, we have Charles E. Gaetano, we have Gary Monroe, we have Carla Capiello, we have Eric Vasquez, David Lamel, Danielle Borges. There's a total of 10 of us, or 11 now, I think.
Stop practicing your French. It's gorgeous.
Gorgeous. I apologize.
It's okay, it's.
Gorgeous, gorgeous. All right, there's a new recruit that just walked by the hallway. I'm looking for you. All right, everybody, thank you so much. Oh, wait, hold on. There's the whole
We gotta do a
tumbler.
spin. Come on,
There's a
spin that
tumbler
wheel.
Sideways over here.
You're like lagging a little bit.
Dum, dum, dum. Oh, yeah. It's a name that they can't pronounce.
It's like Renee Lynn off Instagram.
Renee Lynn on Instagram is the new winner of the tumbler. If you know Renee, if you are Renee, please get in touch with us so we can get this out to Renee.
Awesome, congratulations, Renee.
And thank you again for all being a part of the show today and meeting the infamous, the most amazing Danielle Borges. Did I say it correctly?
You did.
Yay. Have a wonderful night, guys. We'll talk to you soon.
Everybody